Welcome to the Auvitran quick overview. There are three product families in the Auvitran line: the AudioTool Box, the AVDT-BOB, and the AV Wall. The AudioTool Box comes as two different models, the AVB-X7 and the AVB-X3. The AVB-X7 has an install version and a stage box version. It allows you to install up to 7 interface cards. Install version, the cards face the rear. Stage box version, the cards face the front. The chassis comes empty with 7 slots. There's a built-in audio matrix, 2 power supply, 2 BNC word clock, and 6 GPIO. The AVB-X3 allows you to install up to 3 interface cards. It has 3 empty slots, a built-in audio matrix, 1 AC power with optional aux power, 2 BNC word clock, and 6 GPIO. There's a total of 20 high-end audio cards that you can select to build your AudioTool Box solution. There's a Dante card, an AVB Milan card, EtherSound card, CobraNet card, a Gigabit switch card, a DSP card, which we will get into momentarily, a MADI card, and a MADI SFP card, 8-in ASEBU card, 8-out ASEBU card, 16-in, 16-out ADAT card, 16-in, 16-out ASEBU card, 16 mic line input card, 16 analog output card, 8 mic line input card, 8 analog output card. If you want XLR analog connectivity, there's a 4 mic line input card. There's a 4 analog output card. There's a 4-in, 4-out analog interface card with Euroblock connectivity and GPIOs that can be added for even more GPIO capability. Let's take a look at SRC mode, or sample rate converter mode. In sample rate converter mode, the card position matters. You want to put the card between the 2 formats that you're doing SRC for. The sample rate converter is 64 by 64. You can do up to 96 kilohertz, but it also is perfect for isolating clocks between 2 formats. In this picture, we're showing it with an AVB-X3. Of course, it can also go into an AVB-X7, which opens up even more options. Now, you select the sample rate that you want to change to on the slave card by simply opening up the slot setup window and choosing sample rate converter for the mode and 48 kilohertz in this case. So we're going to run 48 kilohertz off the Dante, but we're going to separate the clocks on the MADI and keep them at the same sample rate. Now, looking at different applications, this card is perfect for separating clocks. So you have an isolated clock in the MADI network as well as the Dante network. In the case of the AVB-X7, notice that the cards are inserted between each format. So we have it right here between these 2 formats, we have it right here, and we have it right there. Now in this example, we are actually going to do sample rate conversion on all of the different cards, giving us complete clock separation. So if we have these cards all set to SRC, we have the ability to do separate clock domains, but have all of these audio channels speaking together. The DSP capability of this card gives us a mixer with audio inputs and outputs, an 8-band parametric EQ, compressor limiters, 128 instances of delays up to 2.7 seconds, quick scenes and snapshots that we can use and trigger with automations. We also have the ability to access this through a web interface, which makes it perfectly compatible with several different operating systems. It's also important to note that the AudioTool Box has a Yamaha RIO Mode. This allows your toolbox to look like a Yamaha stage box to a Yamaha mixer. The way you access this is first you're going to connect your Dante port from your mixer to your toolbox. You will open up your software and click on the Dante card and change modes by simply going to the Dante card slot and putting it in RIO mode. Once you do that, you have the ability to use your analog inputs, mic preamps, just like a stage box, and control all of it from the console. The Dante breakout boxes are all PoE Dante with different forms of analog in and out, GPIO, or ASEBU. You simply pick the one that's suitable for your application. You'll notice they have flanges on them that make them perfect for mounting under tables, boardroom conference tables, behind TV monitors, etc. There's also a rack kit that will allow this to be installed in either 1, 2, or 3 units per rack space. These have built-in embedded mixing processing that can all be accessed via the web GUI. And the last product line we want to look at in Auvitran is the Dante wall boxes, or AV walls. These are very sleek audio input-output devices for your Dante network. You have a US wall plate and bracket version, which is what we ship here in the US as standard, or we have the European version if you'd like. It's important to note this comes complete, as you see here. This is a 45mm by 45mm housing. It is metal. It's very well built and very sturdy, and it's designed to be a long-lasting box in your wall that's going to be able to take repeated use over many, many years of use. Now, the software that you use to control it is AVS Monitor and, of course, Dante Controller. So you can connect your Dante device. You can actually go into your AV wall software and open it up, set up mixing configurations, all of the different features that are unique to each model depending on which one. If it's an input or an output, you simply route it on your Dante network, and this software allows you to control levels, create mixes, send those mixes back out on the network, etc. There are 5 models. The 3 models for inputs are the DT2IB, the DT4I, and the DT4I LE. This model here is Dante with stereo Bluetooth input. This one gives you 2 separate mic or line inputs, as well as a stereo TRS mini input. The rotary control is for gain and phantom power. If you don't want the rotary control, the LE version removes that, and you would do all that through software. There's also a Bluetooth option for the 4i and the 4i LE. So if you do want Bluetooth capability on these 2 units, you do have that option. On the output units, you have the DT40B for Bluetooth and DT40 LE. The Bluetooth version gives you 2 analog outputs, stereo Bluetooth out, and a rotary push button for local control. You will see here you can control the plus or minus dB gain. You see that displayed here. You simply push on the knob to select your source and follow the instructions accordingly. On the DT40, this would all be done through software or be preset in the monitor software. It's important to note that all of the Auvitran product lines have Q-SYS and CRESTRON APIs and plugins available, so if you want to use these in your designs, these are very plug and play. These products can be used in a simple or complex system or an entire Auvitran ecosystem, but of course they can be used in separate designs and systems as well. In addition, there's free Windows software that you can download that gives you the ability to detect all the Auvitran devices, set up conditional automations. So if you want certain things to take place based on a signal being present or lost or something like that, you have up to 20 to 30 automation commands that you can add and trigger all kinds of things to take place. The AVS monitor will control all the Auvitran devices on the network, including the toolbox, the individual cards that are installed, the AVDT-BOB devices, as well as the AV wall devices. The internal matrix gives you single channel routing between any of the interface cards that make the Auvitran system and their devices plug and play with larger systems. Thank you for watching.